Hello? Come back to me. Ah. Okay, I turned on the automatic, so I think the quality is going to go down a bit. Can you hear me? What do you mean you got redirected to an Indian live video lecture? Oh no, it's not even coming through. Oh, because it's a new stream, so this is I gotta pop this out. It's slow. Well, look, the good news is that I pretty much finished what I was talking about. Yeah, great question, Julia. Can't be bothered dealing with that. This is probably just not going to be in the video. So this is the, after party. I'm definitely not downloading them both separately and stitching it together. I legitimately finished the content I was going to talk about. This is what I wanted to build. But so yeah, if you've got any questions, start asking. We can just hang out. We've got 20 minutes left. I said I would stop early, but I guess that's not true. I'm gonna lower my desk. We're gonna hang out. Ugh. Yeah, well, things always work out, hey? Ugh. Alrighty. So what do we want to chat about? On our after party. Yeah, don't worry about the text. We'll just chat. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Maybe I can put on this. Don't know. Yeah, I could see 720 there. Maybe just up it. Maybe it thinks it's unstable, so it's... How would you do a fixture with its own argument, like how PyTest has fixture name equals fixture name? I don't actually know how they do that. A decorator with an argument. Let's have a look. All right, I can try this again then. My bet is that it's just on the parent function itself, it looks like. The syntax for decorators with arguments is a bit different. The decorator with arguments should return a function that should take a function except return another function. Yes. So it should really return a normal decorator. A bit confusing, right? What I mean is this. Oh. Interesting. Let's have a look. Let's make a new example. You won't need to know this for 1531. Let's call it plus. Oh, no, that didn't copy. So I guess this would be at decorator factory. And then how do you actually pass the argument to it? Do you just say, is it like that, literally? What if I just did like 2? Would 2 become the... Let's see. Also, where's the chat gone? I've lost the chat. Here we go. Let's put it back. Yeah, sorry, Jordan. Technically, I guess we're done for the day. I don't even think this video is going to be published. So, let's do that. I'm just curious how this works. So I call Decorator Factory. I give it an argument. Yeah, Stephen. Decorator Pro, Decorator Max. Oh, it's using it there. So let's just go print argument. No, don't be sorry. This is cool. All right. That's fine. I call it. What should we accept? Let's say this prints my func. So this is like calling the function itself. So what I would expect here is that argument gets printed, then my func gets printed, and then it ends. That's what I expect. Yep. Cool. There you go. I didn't know that that's how you do it. Good question. Yeah. Wheels not included, $600. Who was going nuts about that yesterday? About the optional wheels for the for the Alex, good question. How do multiple how did multiple decorators work for one function? It's top to bottom. It's admin, then user, then guest. And we can prove that. Hopefully, is the code still readable again, or what's going on? Here we can go print admin, print user, and print this one's guest. Okay, clear that, run that. Oh, that's the wrong file. Program. What? Oh, hold on. Am I... What's going on here? Let me just simplify this a bit because I went a bit nuts here. Let's get rid of that. Do something else. Let's call it with just Jake. Oh, maybe it's not doing what I thought. Only user. Jake is an admin. That should be true. Why is only... Yeah, but we're not raising errors in admin, Alex. I mean, that's how I thought it was working. Oh. Okay, they actually wrap it and they stack. Actually, it looks like what this article is saying. I didn't know that about Python, actually. Let's see. Decorators wrap the function they're decorating. So in this example, what have we got here? Make bold and make italic. So I would expect it to make it italic and bold. Am I calling it on the wrong? Oh, damn it. Yeah, thanks, Ollie. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, thank you. Oh, God. It's so true. As soon as you turn on the camera... Yeah, admin user, and then guest. Which is what I expected. So it's the first one first, then the second, then the third. But I think what this article is saying, which is interesting, is that it's not actually doing like... It's not doing... Oops. It's not doing... How do I say this? It's not going like... admin of do something else, and then user, and then guest. It's not doing this. It's actually doing admin, user, guest, do something else. Does that make sense? This is what it's doing. Don't worry, Julia, I'll fix the original recording. It's probably, they go to private and then I make them public. I mean, hopefully it's all fine. Anyway, I'll have a look after the lecture. Does this make sense? Anyway, so it's top to bottom is the way you think about it, but it's actually wrapping that, which also does make sense. So it wraps sequentially, it stacks, so it's doing like this, which is pretty cool. Good questions, though. Anything else we wanted to talk about? Okay, yeah, Nathan. I did send... Did you guys get the announcement? That was my passive-aggressive... like, I know you got the announcement. I'm joking. Let me get the link to it. So that pre-recorded video... Oh, I don't want that. Did you guys get the announcement with the... I'm pretty sure I sent out the announcement. Yeah, right there. No worries, Nathan. All good. No, I don't. I genuinely don't think it's something, Ollie, that you should use in iteration 3. It was just an example I thought of that I thought made sense. Anyway, I've given you the link to the individual video for iteration 3. Yeah, cool, good. I don't know. I spam you with announcements. Do I send too many? What do you guys think? I know, like, a lot of courses you get, like, nothing. You get, like, no announcements, and then I'm, like, every couple days. Whoop! Need to talk to everyone. Let's see some other practical uses of decorators in Python. What are some common uses? Sure, what are some practical uses? Primer. I use decorators mainly for timing purposes. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Do we want to do that? That's actually quite cool. I don't know if it's like how scientific it is. Because it might not be perfect, but oh, this is Python 2. Yuck. Oh, you can call func name. I didn't know that either. That's very cool. So func name must get the name of the function out of it. Yeah, it's just an object, I guess, called that. All right, so let's say we've got my function. What's something that... Okay, what you guys need to come up with is like 2 ways of doing the same thing, and then we can time it with the decorator. Does that make sense? So like... I don't want to do Fibonacci because that's one of the lab exercises. I need an example. Something that we can, something simple we can do where there's two ways to do it. Oh, I know. Why don't we just loop? So we want to say, let's say we've got this data is equal a list. Then we can say for num in data sum is equal to, we want to, well, some values, let's call it. Just got to get out of the habit of overriding sum. Sum values is equal to 0. Sum underscore values is equal to plus equal to num. All right. This is probably not going to be big enough. So why don't we actually go... It's actually, this is equal to a list of range from 0 to 10,000, adding 1 each time as the step. And that needs to be unpacked. So that's our data. So loop 10,000 times, summing it up. That's how we'll do it in function 1. In function 2, we're going to do it for num in, do you go range of, right, you go length of data. And then here we go data, this is the index, not the num. You know what I'm doing, right? It's like the for loop versus iterator. Whoops. And this needs to just print some values, and we'll do the same thing here. Oops. Now, if we don't time them, oh, and we need to then just call my function 1, my function 2, and then we don't need parameters here. Okay, that should print out. I don't think you need that, right? Oh, or you don't need that. We just range 10,000, unpack it as a list. Awesome, that's not what I wanted. So, what if I print data? That did what I want. I want that to be a list. Oh, it's nothing in it. Do I say it's a list of range? Do I just do it like this? Oh, what am I? Yeah. Great. Can you do that in Python, actually? No, yeah, sorry. You can't do that in Python. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. All right, that's fine. Okay, and they're the two sums. All right, so let's not print that. Yeah, thanks, Paul. There are some languages where you can do that. I think it might be Ruby. Anyway, all right. All right, now let's turn the time decorator on. Clear this, run it. Didn't like that. Python import time. Time.clock. I must have changed it from when this was written originally. I think time.clock. What's wrong with this? This is looking like it should be okay. No, there's no dot clock. Get time. Returns the time of the specified clock ID. This is looking like this. I don't know. This is what's coming up in, oops, in Google. Import time, time.sleep, measure process time. That's what we want to do. Time.clock. Unless they change it. Is there a process time? Is that on the time object? Process time for, yeah, okay, it could be that. So maybe you just do it there and then you don't need that. Call it there. And do you have to print it? Oh, okay, time at clock has gone up to 3.3. Okay, thanks, Paul. Let's try that to see if it works. I don't know if you need to print that out though. You might need to. Okay. Okay, I think that's the time. We can test this by sleeping in Func1. Is this in seconds? Yep. 3 seconds. So Func1 should take... there we go. It's sleeping. Oh, no, that's not right. Is it? Yeah, that should be... So I would have thought that it would have been waiting 3 seconds. No? Where's process time? We should Google it. Hey. Time and process time function always returns the float of time in seconds, returns the value in fractional seconds to the sum of the system and the CPU. It does not include the time elapsed during sleep. Okay, so we need to take its word for it. You gotta love programming. So it ignores sleep. Yeah, interesting. All right. Well, okay, the point is, you'll have to take my word for it. So what it's doing is it starts logging the time the first time you call it, counts until it logs the second time. My point here is that with this decorator, what we were able to do is count that when it was running it the first time, it took 0.44 seconds. And in the second time, it took 0.45 seconds. A trivial difference. However, for this exact use case, the for range is slower, only very slightly, than the for in. But you can, like, this decorator, like, it's a very reusable decorator. You can put it on anything. It's nice, actually. If you're not sure what's faster, you write your 2 functions, wrap it with the time decorator. Process time is a neat way of determining the efficiency of the function, and you get some details logged. You know, you can detail it a bit nicer. I thought there was that func dot. I liked that. I liked the, print. Just an F string. Timing, the performance of, and then we're going to evaluate func.func name. No, okay. Okay. Where were we? Is it like that? There we go. That's pretty nice, don't you reckon? Well, except for the fact that it's printing the values before the time. So I guess you could just do it. And close the string. There we go. There you go, even bigger difference that time. You know, the CPU is doing something slightly different every time, so. I mean, actually, you know what else you could do? Here's another cool thing. I don't know how many people are even still here, by the way. it's dropping. But you could do it several times. So that you time it each time. You know what I mean? So that you get like an average. You could even average it out, actually. That would be cool. Because it's different each time, because the CPU is doing slightly different work. Anyway, I digress. It's now 4 o'clock. You should all go watch the Iteration 3 video at some point. Thank you so much for this lecture. I hope you enjoyed today's lecture. Oh, as always... let me get there. Please, here's the feedback. I guess I didn't put that in the other video. Hey. Oh, and you need a white background. Okay. There we go. Oh, thank you. Have an awesome day. Use your newfound power in Decorators wisely. With great power comes great responsibility. Don't overuse them. Like a lot of you naturally indicated, you don't always need them. You can do any... It's kind of like recursion. Recursion's never necessary. It can sometimes make a nice solution, but it's not necessary. It's the same with Decorators. They can sometimes help us write cleaner code, not always, but we're using them with Flask. So now you know how to create your own. Thank you all so much. Have a lovely week. Good luck with Iteration 3. One more to go. You're going to be good. Have a great day. See you, everyone.